tuned because this is about to get hot. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's me, Ty Smith, your host for MRM. No, I'm just kidding. What I'm getting ready to do here is a request that came from patron Jimmy L. Adams. And for those of you that might be offensive, because I can see the title right here, I'm just giving you a pre-warning. This is a guy named Christoper Titus, and this is titled On the Word Retard. So you got your chance to kind of click out of this. If say him talking about, I don't know what he's going to talk about, but the fact that it says retard, I know some people can get offended at that. So it's down to 4 seconds and 3, and after that I'm going to go right on into it, all right? Because you had your chance to click away. It doesn't take that long to click. Again, this is Christoper Titus on the word retard. Here you go.
Now, before we go any further, I want to talk about the word retard, because a lot of people get pissed, especially here in California. Oh my God, you can't say retard. Oh, you can't say retard. In my life, whenever I've used the word retard, never once have I thought of someone with MS or CP or Downs or autism or has got legs going out the back of their shoulders because one of their chromosomes forgot to tell a DNA strand it was going on vacation. That is just disabled. And as a matter of fact, if I ever saw someone calling someone like that retarded, they would have to deal with me physically. That's right. But every man in this room has a buddy who after his 5th beer will hang out a car window. Hey, cops! You want to fight, you bunch of queers? That guy's a retard. Sorry. Every woman in here has a girlfriend who at one point showed up at your house. Oh my God, we got in a fight and he pushed me. He pushed you, you're never going to see him again. I'm never going to see him again. 2 weeks later, not only is she seeing that dude again, she's moved in and agreed to marry him.
Right.
Retard. Rihanna-tard.
Low blow. Low blow.
And let's define the word retard. What does it mean? It means you were born a certain way. You were born a certain level, but you didn't live up to that. You were behind where you should have been. You were retarded, right? But let's talk about this. That guy in the Olympics with the blades for legs, let me ask you something. Any of you guys make the Olympics? I see people, paraplegics, going to law school, getting these law degrees, taking down these billion-dollar companies in civil suits. I'm sorry, kids with Downs have access to the level of love that we can't even imagine. I'm sorry, that's not retarded. That's advanced. But if you have everything working perfectly, you have all your facilities about you, but you end up addicted to crystal meth and living under a bridge, you're fucking retarded. I have a friend of mine, I got a buddy of mine, got cerebral palsy, a guy named Michael Larone, very funny comedian, man. But he's knurled up, man. He's like this. And his brain is fine, but he's like this. And let me tell you something about hanging out with disabled people. They use that shit against us. When Mike walks on stage, it takes him forever. This is how he gets on stage. See how creeped out you already are right now? He gets to the microphone, this is how he starts his show. I just want everyone to know that this happened since I got here. Don't eat the nachos. Very funny. Very smart, too. So one day we did our show, we're back east, we did shows on Saturday night. Sunday morning we go to breakfast. At breakfast he brings his buddy Tony, I got my buddy Tommy with me. Waitress comes over, asks Tony what he wants, tells her, asks me, I tell her, asks Tommy, tells her. The waitress turns to Mike, looks back at me and goes, what will he have? And I look at Mike because I know something's going to break off. And I look at him, I see Satan flash across his face. And my first thought was, you don't deserve better parking because you're an evil prick.
Right.
Now, Mike was going to get indignant. I can handle myself. Instead, Mike goes the other way, turns the level of disability up 3,000%. Goes, I would like to order boobies. Yours will be fine, thank you. He goes off. The waitress goes, can you turn him off?
What?
No, maybe you can flip his switch. For the next hour and a half, Mike destroyed this woman's psyche. Man, if she put a glass of water down, BAM! Oh! Oh, that was a tsunami! Oh! Oh! She must have brought us like 30 forks. I dropped another pokey thing, I'm sorry! I need another pokey thing for my chicken fingers. How many fingers do a chicken have? Now, I'm his friend. I didn't laugh once, and it was hard. End of the meal, she comes over with the check, and she's got the check, and she's just shaking. The check's vibrating in her hand. She's probably working in a toll booth right now. And she goes, I'm so sorry. Mike goes, don't be sorry, you're my favorite waitress. I will see you tomorrow. We walk outside, and I can't take it anymore. I lose it. I hit the grass. I'm like, dude, that's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Mike, dead serious. That bitch deserved it. That, my friend, is a retard.
Exactly.
So, are we clear where I stand on the word now? Good.
Yeah, I hear him on that. A lot of people do that. There's what's cool about this is funny because I know this is gonna be something I'm definitely can show to some of my patients. Is that I have patients that have had, you know, let's just say brain injuries, you know, from legit car wrecks, and they also have had things that happen to them like a stroke, and it changes up their speech. So let's say, for instance, a lot of times an example of how some strokes, how they look physically, is they lose their speech a little bit, and their arm a lot of times draw up like this. And y'all know, back in the day when I was little, anytime we want to classify somebody as being retarded, we always did like this thing. We like 3 like that. And what I can't realize is that I don't even know now is that even though I did that when I was a kid, you know, being a stupid kid like a lot of kids, okay, you don't blame their kids, they don't know. Is that I don't know if these people really were mentally retarded, if these people might have been folks that had a stroke, because a lot of them just walked around y'all like, dude, yeah, it could have been a crackhead too, y'all, I know. But anyway, what I'm saying is that I have patients right now that if they was to go out in the general population, a lot of people would think that something was wrong with them mentally, when a lot of them they had like a transchemic attack or something like that, TMIs, traumatic brain injuries, not TMIs, TBI, traumatic brain injuries, what the heck, or like a stroke. And anyway, that's what a lot of people would automatically assume because they talk this certain particular way because their speech becomes slurred. You know, it's hard for them to talk, and then their arm is drawn up like this. It just like a lot of times it happens with a stroke, or it's just completely flaccid. So anyway, I used to always think to myself as I was when I started working this profession that I wonder how many people I might have thought classified them as being slow or retarded or touched, whatever like that. That they actually really didn't have no bad issue. They just had something like that happen. I don't know how I got on that, guys, but this just made me think about it. So, anywho, me and a friend of mine, he know he is Armin from Boston. He and I was having a huge conversation with this very same thing because, like, where we come from, we use the word retarded like for what it was meant to be, not in the sense of saying somebody was, you know, like we said, boy, you so crazy, whatever like that. And now, like we had, like there's some pediatric children that we've treated before that they were retarded, and people, oh, don't say that's such a harsh word to call them that, but we was like, how? Because retarded meant that the person was behind where they were supposed to be. So now we in a place in society where you can't even say retarded because now all of a sudden somebody put a word that was meant to be for what the classification what they were. Now you can't say that anymore because now it's considered to be mean and harmful and hurtful and whatever and rude or whatever like that. So it was really quite confusing. And now you can't say retarded, but you can say it went from that to being like, I guess like back in my grandma them days, they say somebody is touched. You can't say touched no more. Okay, touch evolved from that to retard. You can't say retard no more. Retard evolved from that to being slow. Well, now you can't say slow no more. Now he's like, people like, oh yeah, that person right there, they get a crazy check. Now you can't say crazy. Now you just got to say they have like mental disability or something like that. It's like, man, what in the world? Pretty soon mental disability might be ruled out. So anyway, I'm glad this guy said that, because it puts a stamp on like why people use the word retarded today. It's not meant to be harmful or anything like that. Now people say the same way. They be like, you know, we joke with friends and say, boy, you retarded. Or boy, you crazy. Boy, you are slow. People say it all the time, but I doubt if anybody's going to be going around, if you do something silly or funny, they're going to say, boy, you are just mentally disabled. You know, so maybe nobody will use that word, but if they start to use it, they're going to find another word to evolve from that one. So anyway, this is pretty cool. I had a few laughs in here with this guy. Y'all got to let me know what y'all think. He did say some things that made sense. It was funny. And there are some people that I know, we ain't going to say no names, that use that disability to their advantage, because you know who you are. I'm not going to say your name, but you know who you are. Buddy. So anyway, that was Christoper Titus on the word retarded. Let me know what y'all think. Leave it in the comments below after this video. I'm Titus Smith, Modern Renaissance Man. Hoping and praying every last one of you guys have food, shelter, and clothing. And I hope and pray every last one of you guys are in great health. God bless you all through Jesus.